Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video to help guide you through our Google Map through our Google site. So the first thing is, right, all of your individual Google sites are linked to this MBX Chemistry 2020 Google site. And the idea is that everybody has an avatar and you have your first name only, but then you have a link to your site. So for example, if I click on Lauren's here, it's going to redirect me to her site. And it's been shared with me, and then I will make sure to share it with all of you so that we can access each other's sites. But you can see that many students have yet to actually add the links, right? In terms of the pages that I'd like you guys to come up with, number one, there was a welcome page, and you don't have to number it number one in your site. I was just doing that to make it a little bit clear. On this site, we have the instruction. So yeah, an introductory paragraph, right? And remember that a paragraph is 4 sentences, right? So at least. Yeah, an introduction to chemistry paragraph, and then these kind of longer term reflections. So at least 3 of them. Obviously, you wouldn't finish them until the end of this project. But remember that this reflection is not just describing what you did. It's actually thinking about your thinking, kind of what went well. How did you cope with the issues that were or the topics that were presented and things like that. So it's thinking about your thinking, right? So that's your welcome page, and feel free to change any of the images. In terms of topic pages, so the plan was that we have 7 individual topic pages. So your website will have 1 welcome page plus 7 individual topic pages. And I've laid out the topics here. So you can see these topics. And then I've listed a couple subtopics to help guide you, right? And then for each of those topic pages, I'd like you to have A, B, C, and D. So 4 parts. So the first part is an explanation of the topic. And the task is for you to explain it in an engaging and creative way, right? Please do not copy and paste text from another site, even if you're quoting it and citing it. We want it to be your words. Each page must include at least 1 properly cited figure or diagram, at least 2 student-drawn diagrams. So those would be diagrams that you created yourself. And then links to the YouTube videos that you've been creating along the way as relevant, right? So if you have a YouTube video, for example, on quantum theory, right, then that's going to go over here in your electrons and atoms page, right? The second thing that every topic page should have is a description of the relevant experimental methods, right? So these could be, there's so many that we've discussed in Mentum and in the textbook. But for example, if you're talking about the discovery of electrons, you're going to be talking about cathode ray tubes and things like that. The third part is the topic in everyday life. So I'd like you to think about this, and you might have to do a little bit of research or thinking, but how does this topic connect to you personally and your community in everyday life? And the fourth for every page is a reflection on your learning in that topic, right? And so the long-term goal for this, and one of the reasons that I'm asking you to think about this topic in everyday life, is that your final page has to do with a project that we're going to do. We're going to plan it, and it's basically this approach of problem-based service learning. And so the idea with problem-based service learning is that communities have problems that they're confronted with, right? All the time. And because the problem is something that your community is facing, then it's considered service learning, right? And so what we're going to do is have you explore your community for these kind of problems, right? And basically propose solutions. And the problems have to be chemistry based. So, you could think about things like pollution or access to resources. That chemistry is the science that unites all the other sciences. So there's lots and lots of ideas, but I'll give you more feedback on this as the course develops. But that's the reason that I'm asking everyone to do that reflection on everyday life. Okay, thanks.